Welcome to the first snow survey of 2025 from the California Department of Water Resources. We are up here at Phillips Station, where our snow survey team has just arrived on the snow course and are about to begin their first measurements. So on the team and leading the team is Andy Rising. He will be the one that comes to the podium once all of the measurements are done and delivering the results. So just make sure that you tune in at 11:30 to catch those results. So what he is doing right now is driving the snow pole into the snow, taking out a measurement of snow itself and then weighing that to see how much water equivalent or how much that content weighs, and that helps determine how much water is in this snowpack, because there is a very big difference between light fluffy snow and very dense snow. So definitely check us out. There will be taking 6 measurements in total. We'll be bringing you live aerial coverage of this and then back again at 11:30 for the results. Well, welcome. If you are just joining us right now, we are in the midst of the snow survey measurements up here at Phillips Station from the California Department of Water Resources. This is the third measurement that the team has done so far. In total, they will do 6 measurements and then average those out to give us an idea of how much snow has fallen here at the Phillips Station site. Now, this is just one of more than 260 snow survey sites throughout California that lets us know how we're doing in terms of our snowpack this year so far. So of course, we got lots of storms in December, and we're excited to see what that means and how that translates to snowpack itself in our Sierras, because this is what is basically our other reservoir, that when the snow begins to melt in the spring and summer months and runs down into our reservoirs, this really does give us about maybe a third of the water that fills our reservoirs and brings water to all of California. Now, we will say, while there is snow here and we have gotten a lot of storms, and there is one anticipated to come in tomorrow as well, it is important to remember that in recent years, California has been marked by extremely hot and dry conditions, punctuated by extreme rain and snow events. So let's hearken this to 2013 and 2022, when California saw above average January snowpacks, and then after that, we were dry for the rest of the winter, which quickly erased all of those snow totals. So of course, while we are excited to see what those measurements are today, they will most likely be above average. Really, the telltale sign will be what happens in February, in March, and most importantly, the April 1st snow survey, because that really is what tells us what goes into our snowpack for the rest of the year. And we will also point out, Northern California is the one that's been getting most of this precipitation, whereas Southern California has been extremely dry. So tune in with us again at 11:30. Andy Rising will be providing those measurement results and let us know how we're sitting so far for this year. Well, welcome back. If you are just joining us, we are wrapping up our snow survey measurements right now. Andy Rising and the team completing their final measurement, and then they will be taking those numbers, averaging them out, and then letting us know just how much snow we've received and what that means for our snow water content. So, of course, if you have been watching along and you've been seeing this tape measure, there are 6 designated spots that they measure at the same place every single time, and that's what gives us our average and our totals for this year. So of course, this is our final measurement. After this, we'll be giving the team some time to do the math, and then at about 11:30, we'll be back on to bring you those snow survey measurement results live. We'll see you there.
Okay, Thank you everyone for joining us. Welcome to the Phillips Snow Survey site for the first Phillips survey of 2025. My name is Jason Ince. I'm an information officer with the California Department of Water Resources. In a moment, I'm going to turn it over to Andy Rising, manager of DWR's Snow Surveys and Water Supply Forecasting Unit, where we'll go over today's survey results and then take some questions. But first, I'd like to thank our partners with the California Collaborative Snow Surveys program that every year contributes valuable staff, data, and resources that are critical for DWR to provide accurate water supply forecasts that allow water managers across the state to understand how much of this snow will eventually make its way into California's rivers and reservoirs. California has been conducting manual surveys here at Phillips since 1941, and today it's just one of over 260 snow courses that are manually measured by DWR and our partners at the California Cooperative Snow Surveys program. So with that, I'll go ahead and turn over to Andy.
Right on. Thanks, Jason. Hello, welcome. Glad to see you all. It's a great day today. So to start off with the results, our survey here today recorded a snow depth of 24 inches, 2 feet of depth. So the surface we're standing on, 2 feet below our feet. And that's 9 inches of water content. So if we melted that down, it'd be 9 inches of water we're standing on. And that results in 91% of average for this date, January 2nd, and a 37% of an April 1st average. And we use April 1st because that's typically when our snowpack peaks, about that beginning of April, end of March timeframe. And so we reference that and use that in our forecasting. In comparison, our snowpack is about 110% of average to date based off our automated snow sensor network statewide. And statewide precipitation is about 115% of average right now. However, there's been quite a gradient in the amount of precipitation in California from north to south so far this year. For snow on this date, the northern region is above 160%. So above the 80 corridor, got a ton of snow with those atmospheric rivers, but it was less and less as we moved south through the state. So the central Sierra region is about right just below average right now. And the southern Sierra is about 75% of average. So that's a big difference throughout the state. Precipitation similarly is above average in the northern third of the state, above the I-80 corridor. It's average to slightly below average in the central third of the state, and well below average, like 0 to 20 or 30% in the southern third of the state. So they really have not gotten as much as we've gotten in the north part. And recent water years have showed how quickly conditions can change. On this date last year, California started slowly with a very dry fall. The statewide snowpack measured only 28% of average last year. So we're at 91% of average. We were only 28% last year. Yet we ended the year with a slightly above average snowpack. And conversely, though, back in year 2022, we had 154% of average snowpack on this day in January. But it ended up on April 1st at 37% of average. So we definitely dried out. Another year, 2013, the statewide snowpack on January 2nd was just 137% of average, and ended up at just 46% of the April 1st average by that time. Continuing drought conditions in that year. You all remember the 2012 through 2016 drought. Currently, the forecast window is dry, save a little bit of precipitation tomorrow in the northern half of the state. Most of the storms that are predicted are going to be north of California for the next 2 weeks. So that's what I had today. Jason?
Thank you, Andy. So we'll go ahead and take some questions from the media now. If you'd like to offer who's up first. Yeah, thank you. So overall feeling of how we're feeling today, Andy.
Okay, yeah. Because of that gradient, I mean, we're doing great in the northern half. We've had, that big atmospheric river series of storms in November and a few others in December. So that's a great start for the north, but the south is definitely under average. And, with the La Nina potential to become a La Nina here shortly, that could indicate a continuation of that trend of drier south. But, I guess as of right now, feeling okay. But if we don't get more storms, we'll need a progression of monthly storms to keep going, because otherwise we will end up maybe similar, under average by the end of the year. So feeling good today, but we need to see some more storms come. Yeah.
Thank you. Any more questions? Yeah, exactly. Andy, do you want to speak a little bit to how the snow surveys help everyday Californians and our water supply statewide?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, our cooperative program, again, we have 50 agencies that help cooperatively measure the snow throughout the state. This started as a small program back in 1910 to figure out the Tahoe water situation. There was a lot of controversy over that, but over time, many agencies saw the benefits of measuring the snow so that they could more accurately predict what water supply they'll have in the summer months when we don't have nearly as much rain, right? Our snowpack is a big part of our water supply, and so we need to build it each year to have the water that we need. So, anything? Yeah? Okay.
Okay, thank you. If there's any more questions, one more time. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. Again, our next snow survey tentatively scheduled for February 3rd. We'll be up here again, and see you all in February. Thank you very much.
Thank you.